One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rose.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. We'll keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. Lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Straight ahead, it's Dickey. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The give is to Williams. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Selling the fake. He lets one fly deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Makes a move. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lee. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Look out! Finds his big tight end. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Still looking. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the 1st punt. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Running inside, it's Mobley. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They'll run him again. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Here's Carr to throw. Turns it upfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
There he goes. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sells to run, looking to pass. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Lucky to get it off.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Unleashes one. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's got it on the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They don't need a bunch on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Hits the hole. It's Mobley. 7-yard pickup on that one. Third down and 3 coming.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Took a shot as he threw.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that. Oh, they're faking it. He's looking for a man. And that pass, not surprisingly, is incomplete. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Caught by Williams on the right. Can't get him to the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period, and they try to find a way to answer. Sets his feet. It's Hammond. Unloads it left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
Looking to take a shot. Finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Grabbed over the middle. It's Simmons. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Motion from the back. Snapped on 4th down. And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes a catch. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Third and long coming up. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Fires to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Needs it here on 4th down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest damn...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Had to force that one.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Drops back on first down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Carr. Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. Got room at the 35. Lots of running room. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give is to Williams. Just burrowed right into the middle, and this clock keeps running here late in the 2nd quarter.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest taking on the Florida State Seminoles. And it's the home squad engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third.
Here now some other games you may have.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Throwing, Carr, right down the middle. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback is out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Francis. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
The big fellow laying out. Look at that body control, using all that muscle, all that strength to lay out and make the big catch for his team.
Shotgun snap on third down. Got his man. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. They'll run it. It's Williams. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
He'll start the return inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They're going to test the right side with this one. Turning it on! Past the 50. At the 30. Inside the touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking and understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one, and that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
Moving the pocket, it's Francis. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
There's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but that one hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Making his first move. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Gets the back moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Pulls it in. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down. Needs it. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays.
Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Another incompletion on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Fires to the right. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Coleman Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
3rd and long right here. Drops back. It's Francis. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Go! Oh, he's got some space. Crosses midfield. The 30. Running inside the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Deep in the end zone, it's Lee. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Send the tight end in motion. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. The run inside. It's Mobley. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Touchdown!